All right, I'm at the new Hyde Park Stop and Shop, and I was speaking with Jarrod. Jarrod. I also we had I was laughing. I was like, he's like, teach me something, teach me some. I was like, do you speak another language? He says no. So he says, teach me something, and I said, yeah. I was like, all right. I was like, well, in Italiano, I said, when you come upon somebody, you say come va. And he's like, oh, and then I said, but en français, you would, what did I say in French to him? Actually, let me go back to Italian. So then we laughed because I was like, yeah, coma is COMA. In English, like we say the coma. So you come upon a human and it's like normally we're in a coma. But then there's a few of us, like yourself, where you see them and your eyes light up because you're like, oh, a non-human. You know, like, I mean, one of the other fallen. So it's just very interesting. And so he started laughing. I said, did you hear on the radio? I said, there's a song that just came out. It says that he works for the big VA. So he goes, no, he goes, actually, I don't really listen to the radio. And I go, oh, all right. So I was like, well, it's in one of the lyrics of one of the lyrical artists, that he works for the big VA. And when you think about it, like, what is the big VA? Like, if VA is the veterans, the big VA is like the gods, right? I was like, yeah, so God's coming down, one of God's children coming, or God's coming down and speaking to a whole bunch of children. And it's kind of like, oh my God, you're not in a coma. I see light coming from your eyes. Oh my goodness. So we kind of laughed about that. Let's think about this. And so before I left him, we were standing by the car. The geological numerics of my grid with him, I was sharing with him the song Samuel, Samael, Earth, Earth, which is from the Reign of Light album, Reignoflite, because I wanted him to, I wanted to see really what his reaction to it was, because I mean, it hits me at dimensional Zohane and Zhane level, at such a spiritual hidden tribe level. And then I was also mentioning to him, I said, you know, here's the thing. There are so many people that just are in a coma, walking around. And then there's those that, I don't know, you affinity for. It's like a magnetism of like, you enjoy, when you see their face, you just enjoy sharing a quick conversation. You know, you hit it off, you vibe together real, fast, and then you move on, and it's an interesting, inspiring exchange. I said, if you think about the world as like a large map, in each area of where there's a lot of coma people, then there's like a sprig of grapes, individuals, right? But on one little piece, and then you have some over here and some over here and some over here, and then those grapes on a sprig are then in some kind of a vine of like a neural network understanding at a higher level. I was like, that's kind of what it's like. I said, but it's been so difficult because I feel like everybody is cut off from one another on that one vine of understanding at that level. I was like, and the song, Samuel the Earth, reminds me, he has an accent, which I absolutely love. It speaks to my ear and my heart. He has a heavy accent. I said, and I can't place his accent. I said, but the words, he says, it sounds like hedon, Headen, which that is like the head den, if you spell it out, which is the neural network. But it's actually, that's with his accent in my language, a fallen angel, what it sounds like. But when you look at the words, the lyrics, it's hidden, Hiddden. That's where the Zohane and the Zhane and the key between this world and the next for New Kingdom and Dynasty work and exist. So then he was asking me about, he said something about the disease, and I said, I'll be honest with you. I was like, I will have an exchange of words with you, but I can't comment on what that is all about at the moment. I'm not at that level for like a CDC conversation. So he was like, oh, fair enough. And then we just went on to get the piece of music, and that was it. And that was at this Stop and Shop. The whole, I don't know, do you call it a diorama? I mean, like if you look in the shoebox and you're watching the conversation, I mean, that's one level of verification. But, and then I don't know what the other levels that you use for Zohane and Zhane in order to come get me off of the COMA network. And out of this cage that you built around me that is trapping me away from the love of my life and the Zohane that I am born for. Let's think about this. I feel like anything Romer, Tiafrio, and even Kataruza, because you have my father as the male figure. Why don't you just take Niklaus Hitler and whatever other American mark, KGB mark, Denmark, whatever, put him in charge of me and Alexander for now, and just get our pyramid correct in the grid, and then I'll worry about the Benjamin and the Daniel and the Antonucci, and bringing the alignment of our grid together for what needs to be done on the seal. Let's think about this. Yeah, that's it for now.